And with that, we will move to a very rough situation for this young man. Reactions to Dwayne Haskins and his behavior and the fact that he is now cut off of the Washington football team.
Wow. When I read that article today and the Washington football team released Dwayne Haskins, I was shocked, but I believe that they did the right move. I'm going to say why. I believe, one thing about Ron Rivera, he doesn't take crap from nobody. And, Dwayne Haskins, the week before that, he went to a strip club wearing no mask at that. You already been in protocol and you already you already got your captaincy removed off you. So it's like, dang. And now, yet in yesterday's game, you came in there, throw 2 interceptions, got benched by a fourth-string quarterback. And, for your behavior, how you left the media the game yesterday, that was unacceptable. I believe right now Washington did the right move. They're moving forward. They're not looking back from this. They gave this guy too many chances. He won the starting quarterback job in the beginning of the season. Unfortunately, he struggled. Got benched. For Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen got hurt. Of course, they put in Alex Smith. Smith got hurt. So they gave him another chance to shine. But unfortunately, he failed to do the simple things on and off the field. So I believe the Washington football team did the right thing in releasing Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say about Dwayne Haskins here, man, is that when I look at Dwayne Haskins, I see a guy that doesn't have his priorities intact. I see a guy that want to have fun and want to enjoy the brighter side of life instead of focusing on his career. And the NFL has a code of ethics, and they have rules. And obviously in a pandemic, the rules are to look out for your teammates by wearing masks when you go out to social gatherings. And matter of fact, that's not only the NFL rule. That's a daggone United States worldwide rule right now at this point in time. And Dwayne Haskins, like I said, priorities. We remember a couple years ago, at the end of the daggone football game, he's supposed to take a knee, and he out there taking a selfie. Your backup quarterback had to come in for you and, take the knee. And you think he want to be called on the football field just to do that? And it's just stuff like that is that, this guy doesn't have his priorities intact. And I'm just like, man, you had a head coach that just beat cancer, just battled cancer. You want to go to a daggone party with hoochie mamas, come back, bring something to your team. There's an outbreak, and then Ron Rivera gets sick again. He's at risk. So it's like, he's being very inconsiderate. And unfortunately, it's not like the brother was talented enough for all this outside stuff to blow over and be on a hush-hush. Is out there now. He wasn't good on the football field. You threw 2 interceptions. What are you doing at the strip club, my brother? What are you doing at the strip club when you just threw 2 interceptions? You should be wanting to get better. And that's priorities.
Yeah, man. He's clearly having his Manziel moments right now, and I really hope he doesn't become full Manziel and just the off-the-field antics ruin his career. And, this isn't the first time with the COVID breaking protocol. Earlier in the season, he had that family friend come to the hotel and was fined for that. So it's like you had multiple shots on the football field to start for your team and multiple shots off the field to get it right. And, I'll say this. Ron Rivera made, a great quote on the matter. Sometimes you have to go through hard knocks. Sometimes you have to hit rock bottom before you could dig your way back out of it. Sometimes a change helps. With Dwayne, it's what have you learned and what are you going to take from these experiences that are going to help you grow and get better. And that's really, he just hit the nail right on the head, because wherever Dwayne ends up, he's got to clean all of this up and really focus on football. Because like you guys are saying, performance-wise, this fella does not have the accolades by any means to be doing what he's doing right now, especially in times when you can't be screwing around. So, I'm a believer in overall big second chances because he's had many with this team. So I do believe if he cleans it up, give the man a shot. But he's really got to change things.
If you could give a man a second chance for torturing dogs, he can get a second
exactly.
chance.
Yeah, one thing I'll say is I'm just so disappointed in this whole situation, man. Usually when you have a situation like this, a guy in Dwayne Haskins, former first-round pick, that, let's face it, as you guys said, he's had many different opportunities to succeed. And I do think that this year in this situation, if he was ever going to succeed, this was going to be it. Guys, you realize if Washington wins yesterday, they clinch the division, and we're looking at this guy in a totally new light. If he would have played well, we could have said, okay, you really like how this guy really struggled the last year, struggled for a bunch of this season, but was able to come back and rebound. And here's my other issue. You guys hit it on the head. He goes to the strip club, and you see Ron Rivera, when he's asked about it in all of his press conferences, he was not happy. But ultimately, the Washington football team as a squad realized, look, Alex Smith is hurt. What does it say to the other 52 guys in the locker room if we're going to cut Dwayne Haskins and start Taylor Heineke at quarterback, a guy who's never had any look at the offense? But I think after yesterday, they didn't have a choice. Like, this guy literally screwed up multiple times. And then yesterday, that's football 101. You lose a game like that, the starting quarterback talks to the media. That's literally a rule.
Yep.
And this guy just dips. It's just super unfortunate. As you guys said, he doesn't have his priorities straight. And once again, it would have been such a cool story to see a guy with talent, I think we could all agree he has it, come back onto the field and lead this team to the division. Because the problem is, it's just not like Carolina played well yesterday. I think the reason why they won that game was just because Washington sucked. And a lot of that had to do with their quarterback. And I think it was a decision that had to be made.
And it's crazy because we had Lake Lewis Jr. on the show the day before this news broke out. So it was like we was talking about the culture and how Ron Rivera got there and changed the culture of the Washington football team. You know, there are guys that want to win, that play for each other. It's a brotherhood. And to have a guy come out and mess that up, you know, when you were on your way of winning a daggone division that was up for grabs, it has to be, you know, it has to be a problem. And I'm glad they got rid of him. Listen, I went to Catholic school for high school. I knew if I didn't follow the rules, my ass was going to be out of here if my grades wasn't up to par and if I didn't, you know, if I misbehaved. Dwayne Haskins obviously just wasn't a good fit. So now you got to hope that you get another opportunity and you seize the opportunity and you seize the moment.